support. So many people in this room have just given me so much over this path to get to this day today. Your love, your support, your guidance, your encouragement, and your faith that dreams can come true. So I appreciate everything and everybody who's here. You're all very meaningful to me. So let's talk a little bit about Lei Lana, Leah, Pesha Rose. So when I found out that I was going to get this beautiful little girl, I knew I wanted to name her after my mom, of course, right? So my mom's Hebrew name was Leah. So she is Leah. And with Leah, Linda, what I want her to have in terms of her qualities from my mom is independence. My mom was a strong, independent woman who was always able to just do what needed to get done. You know, she didn't need to rely on anybody, but she loved everybody. And she was kind, so I'd like Lei Lana to be kind and have a big heart like my mother, for people, for animals, for nature, which was the kind of person that my mom was. She was loyal, she was dependable. You can always count on Linda if you ever needed anything. And I hope that her friends and family can also count on Lei Lana, as we all have counted on Linda. So, Leah, her Hebrew name, why Lei Lana? So when I was looking for all the different names, because it's part of our custom, that in the English name you take the initial, right? So I was looking through all the L names, and I must have looked through about 200 different L names. And I narrowed it down to a couple. And then I just liked the ring. I liked the sound of Lei Lana DeVito. Very musical. So I just liked the way it kind of starts low and goes up and comes down and goes up and comes down. So I was like, you know, I kind of like this name, Lei Lana. And then I looked it up. I said, yeah, I wonder what Lei Lana means, because we all know names, they all mean something. So I looked up on Google, and I looked at the definition, and it said gift from heaven. Right? So I knew that I had hit on the right name. Another. I knew I also wanted to honor both of my grandmothers, my grandma Pauline and my grandma Rose. The Pesha was easy, because all my grandma Pauline's sisters and brothers called her Pesci. That was her name. She was Pesha. We all knew her as Grandma Pauline, but all her people who knew her from when she was a little girl called her Pesci, which is like the nickname for Pesha. So that was easy. So for my little Pesha, I want her to have the strength to overcome life's challenges and to have always a sense of excellence in trying to reach for the top. Those are two qualities that I want her to have from my grandma Pesha. Another definition of Lei Lana, if you look it up in Google, it says flower from heaven. Right? It's gift from heaven, it's flower from heaven, it's heavenly flower, it's a Hawaiian name. So I knew that my flower, that her middle name would be Rose, right? The flower in heaven, my grandma Rose. And DeVito, her last name, she gets from me, that I get from my father, that I get from my grandfather, is a name that if you were ever in Lawrence or Inwood or anywhere in the 5 towns, if you said the name DeVito, you knew that it was a good name. And my grandfather would always say, Michael, what's important is to have a good name. No matter what you do in life, you only have one only one name, and make sure that you can be proud of it. My grandpa Joe was a pillar of the community in Lawrence and Inwood, always working with young people, always working in sports. And my father was always known as somebody who was loving and kind and generous to everybody and loved to laugh and had a huge heart. So with the name DeVito, I want her to have all those qualities of my father and my grandfather. I just want to say a few words about how important this naming ceremony is to me and the name. Because I was always so proud of my, fix my, I don't have a lot of friction there. So growing up, my middle name was Ian. And I always felt very special knowing that I was named after my mother's father, Irving Balaban, whom she loved so very much. So I always loved my name Michael, but knowing that my middle name was Ian, for my mother's father, somebody who she loved, and that I had something special in her, like the rabbi was saying earlier about from generation to generation, always made me feel special. So I hope as she grows, that she understands the meaning of her name and how special it is that she's Lei Lana, Pesha Rose, DeVito, for all these people who have been so wonderful to me my whole life, and who I know helped make this happen, because she is my gift from heaven, from all those angels who are up there, who helped make this miracle happen, and I'm so grateful. So I'd like everybody in this room, there are 12 blessings, and I'd like you all to share in them with me, and I'm going to call you up as we go through this, and each of the 12 blessings is going to be meaningful to you and how it connects you to me and to us, and then we'll have brunch.